Hey everyone, how's it going? So, less than 48 hours at the time of me recording this video, IRONFISH is going to go mainnet. Now, Rabbit Mining and Son of a Tech have done videos on how to make your wallet in the node and everything else. What I don't think's been touched yet, or at least I haven't noticed, is a comparison of the miners. Now, Hero Miners has the testnet up, so we can actually test right now. There are three main miners that I know of. You got SRBMiner, which works for NVIDIA and AMD. Again, BzMiner as well, NVIDIA and AMD. And then you got Rigel Miner, and that's strictly NVIDIA. So what I want to do today is take a quick look and see which one's probably the most efficient or best hash rate, the best miner basically, in this current time. So what we're going to do is switch on over here. Right now, for AMD, I'm on the wrong one. There we go. For AMD, we are starting off with BzMiner. This is an Octominer X12 with 6600 XTs in it. You can see I'm running them basically the exact same clocks we were doing with Caspa. 1375 on the core, 650 on the VDD, 600 on the controller, and 1 for the memory, because we don't need the memory for the Blake 3 algorithm. And we can get 1.3 gigahash out of this, and barely more wattage. Like, normally these cards will run 20 to 22 watts software on Caspa. We're talking about 25, 26. So this is still a very efficient algorithm. So with that, let's go ahead and test SRBMiner on AMD. Now we're going to be using the exact same clocks. I want to go apples for apples here. And we're getting shares. Okay, so SRBMiner needs a little more voltage than BzMiner. Let's see if the hash rate's different. Let's give it a few seconds. 16.14. Okay. And we were getting 16.23 on BzMiner. Really close. Needs a little bit more wattage. So I think we jumped from like 415 to 436 or something like that. Very close second on SRBMiner for AMD. So let's switch over to NVIDIA, because that's the only two AMD miners I know of. So let's switch over to Octo 3, which has all 30 series cards. Two 3070 Ti's, four 3070s, a 3060 Ti, and a 3060 LHR. So let's take the flight sheet and let's take a peek here. Let's do BzMiner NVIDIA first and see what we get out of it. We are using the same clocks that I was using in Caspa, which is 1470 on the core clock block, 255 for the core offset, and 810 on the memory, because once again, we do not need memory for the Blake 3 algorithm. Come on, give me some information. There we go. 19.45 gigahash. Let's see if it's the same over here. 19.45 gigahash on BzMiner. Let's write that down real quick. I need a cheat sheet here. So, that looks good. Yes, we are running the latest version, just like the other one. So let's switch over now to SRBMiner. And again, we are set for 1470, 255, and 810. So let's see what SRBMiner does with NVIDIA. Okay, there's our core clock locks, offset, and memory core, or memory lock. And we've got shares. Let's let it run for a few seconds and see what the hash rate is. 19.51. Interesting. So we had 19.45 on BzMiner. SRBMiner, we got 19.51. Actually puts them at the top. Barely, but they're at the top there. Yeah, 19.51 gigahash. Running beautifully. So, what's the last one we need to try for NVIDIA? Now, other people have used this newer miner. I have not. I've heard of it. But let's give it a shot and see if I completely screw it up. It's called Rigel Miner. Only works for NVIDIA. And hopefully, I got the syntax correct here for the lock memory clock, lock core clock, and the lock, or the core offset. So, let's see what happens. There it is downloading. Oh, that was interesting. We're not going to get anything in the shell. I don't think we're going to get anything in the shell. We're going to have to wait for it to show up in HiveOS itself here. That kicked up really quick. 19.58 gigahash. All the same settings. So, looking at my cheat sheet, surprisingly, Rigel, the new one, is actually the best. SRBMiner is second, and BZ is last. But, I mean, look at this. We're talking over 8 cards. A very little difference. Honestly, at this point, it's whoever you want to use. I mean, there's not like a giant discrepancy there. So, it looks like BzMiner is the best for AMD. And Rigel Miner is the best for NVIDIA. So if you have any questions or comments, want to add to this bit of information, go ahead and leave it down in the comments below. Come say hi over to Misfit Mining Discord. Link for that is down in the video description. And I will catch you on the next video.